Chris Brown dressed as a member of the Taliban for Halloween, and his posse also dressed up as terrorists, and they thought it was a good idea. You know, we were talking about offensive costumes, and I think that this probably falls under that category.
It does, but look, you know, I was ready to declare him somewhat not guilty, right? Because I don't think this crosses a line. So for example...
Really?
We talked about how Nazi outfits cross a line. Like, that's too much, right? But Taliban, I mean...
Really? They, like, rape and pillage women? I mean...
So, I know. So that's where he gets into trouble, right? So, you know, if somebody else dressed up as the Taliban... I'm sure they do. I don't think that's crazy. When we're fighting the Japanese in World War II, what, you couldn't do a Halloween costume based on the Japanese? No, let them go. Let them go.
People do, but they're anonymous people that are not public figures. A lot of people have offensive costumes, right? This is Chris Brown, who is in the news for beating up Rihanna, and he's dressed as a Taliban member where the Taliban is known for being violent toward women. It's just not a good idea. Just don't do it. But now I'm kind of convinced that Chris Brown just wants the freaking attention. Yeah. It has nothing to do with, like, you know, wanting to stand out or be different. He just wants people to talk about it. And you know what? He won. We're talking about it. And he's a clown.
I know, but it's weird because he's already a celebrity, you know, and does he really think that this helps him? I think it's some weird psychological lash out thing. And by the way, don't get me wrong. Other people being Taliban, I think is fine, celebrities or otherwise, etc. But given that Chris Brown beat up women, and given that the Taliban are really well known for their misogyny and and their violence towards women, should Chris Brown wear a Taliban outfit? Of course not. Guilty. And that's after he got the tattoo that conveniently happens to look like a beat up Rihanna. I mean, come on, Chris. Jesus, how many more of these do you have to do? Look, if you're a 2-bit person and you just desperately need attention, like the women we have banned from the show, or Donald Trump the clown, whatever, right? But even Donald Trump, you're already so famous, you don't need it. But I guess they get hooked on it. That's what it is.
Of course.
And they're like, oh, hit me again.
The worst part about celebrity is no matter how hard you try, there will come that moment when you get demoted. And a lot of celebrities struggle with that, right? You hit a peak and then you just kind of start falling off a cliff. And I'm not saying that, you know, he has already reached that peak. I don't follow Chris Brown, so I don't know what he's up to or what he's doing. But you have to find ways to stay relevant. I think that's part of the reason why you see people like Lindsay Lohan lashing out all the time, doing crazy things. Like Lindsay Lohan's political tweets. She knows people are going to talk about them because they're so unbelievably stupid.
Yeah, well, she's definitely doing it because she knows people are going to talk about it. I don't know that she realizes they're stupid. That I'm not positive about. But we'll know Chris Brown intends all of this if next Halloween he dresses as Ike Turner. Then we'll be like, okay.
By the way, he wore that costume to Rihanna's Halloween party in West Hollywood.
But Rihanna, come on. No, come on. Rihanna, come on. Come on.